Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Josh Anton with the Greathouse Team and RE/MAX Above and Beyond right here in beautiful Cleveland. So hopefully you had a chance to take a look at our last video that covered all things investing in Cleveland and what makes Cleveland such a great place to invest. The feedback's been outstanding. We appreciate everybody that's commented, shared, and liked the video. So we decided that because that particular video was so popular, we're going to come up with a series of investor-driven videos specific to Cleveland. We're going to cover a lot of great stuff in this series, so please continue to pay attention and subscribe and like it. And today we're going to cover the west side of Cleveland. We're going to hit a bunch of different neighborhoods, go through some of the numbers to see which one is the best investment for you. Let's roll. Okay, so our first neighborhood, west side of Cleveland, where to invest and what's for you, is one of my personal favorites. It's where I have my investment property, a side-by-side duplex, 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, is in Old Brooklyn, baby. I love Old Brooklyn, an outstanding area to invest if you're a seasoned vet, if you're a first-time investor. The price point's great. You've got a multitude of opportunities here, whether it's multifamilies, top, bottom, side by side. There are plenty of single family opportunities here as well if you want to go that route for your first investment. So we really love Old Brooklyn as kind of a catch-all, any and all opportunities. Anybody who's investing in Cleveland should have their eyes on Old Brooklyn. Let's talk a little bit about the numbers. So these numbers that we're going to show you here are very basic. They're a year in the past from a data standpoint. And they're based on 3 bedrooms, 1.5 baths. And let's look at this. The average rent is over $1,300 a month. That's outstanding. And given the price points for these homes in Old Brooklyn, you should easily be able to get you at or better than your 1% if you're a 1% rule individual. We love Old Brooklyn for these numbers. If you've got a primo rental here, you can get $1,400-1,500 because of its proximity to downtown, Tremont, a lot of the social stuff. Schools are good. Old Brooklyn is where it's at. Keep it high on your radar. Okay, so we'd be remiss if we didn't bring up Lakewood. Anybody who's investing in Cleveland knows that Lakewood has historically been one of the best for investors and a ton of renters there. It's an unbelievable place to live. All the social stuff's there, food, music, bars, very eclectic, very diverse area. So, Lakewood's still a great place to invest. Probably not for those of you looking in that $150,000, $100,000 price range. I'd say this is for those of you that got a little more capital to spend. And obviously getting a bigger rent, but certainly still plenty of opportunities. Dave and I just sold a multifamily there. It was top, bottom, 2 bed, 1 bath, beautiful multifamily there. That's going to rent for $1,500 per unit. So, and we sold it for $280, I believe. So, if you run the numbers, that's still really good on your 1%. And can make for a nice investment. If you look at the numbers as a whole, as we'll show you here, again, last year, just in Lakewood, your average rent there is about $1,600, just over it. And you can get up to $2,000 if you've got a really nice unit in Lakewood. So plenty of single families out there, but probably not the best strategy for you to go single family rental in Lakewood. I'd be all over those multifamilies. They're huge, they're well built, and you can really garner a nice rent out there in Lakewood on those units. Okay, so if Lakewood's a little too expensive for your taste and you want to find a nice little diamond in the rough that we think is poised for a lot of growth and certainly is going to benefit you a lot on the numbers side, just leave Lakewood, head a little bit south. There's an area called Jefferson, essentially east of Camps Corner, West Park, and a little bit west of West Boulevard, and you'll see it on the map here. A nice little corridor where there's a ton of opportunities for both multifamilies single families. I think the single family is a really interesting strategy here for those of you that are looking to build a nice little portfolio. The price points are outstanding, far less than what you'd be looking at in Lakewood, and your rents are still outstanding. If you look at these numbers here, folks, like I think this is where you got to find the opportunities and take a flyer on something in this Jefferson area, where your average rent here like $1,200 for a 3-bed, 1-bath over the last year, 1.5 bath. That's outstanding when you look at the price points. You can buy a home here for 80, 90, 100,000 that may need a little bit of work, but long term, it's going to hold its value. Your rent's only going to increase here. And frankly, look, the reality is this. There's room to grow if you're looking at the general sentiment of this particular area, but it's still west side of Cleveland. There's a lot of good stuff to do over there. There's great shopping, Starbucks, Target, Home Depot, Walmart. Like, it's all right there. It's very accessible. And we think in 10 to 15 years, this could be a nice little lottery ticket for you. You're going to get the cash that you need from this one if you look to invest here. Keep it on your radar. Let's go. What's next? Okay, so our next neighborhood, we're just going to keep going south, baby. We're going to hit you with a little bit of Puritas here. And let me tell you about Puritas. Puritas, like Jefferson, has a lot of great qualities from an investor standpoint if you're looking to be in that single family realm. The home styles are interestingly different, though, given its proximity to Jefferson or Lakewood, but they're very different. So you have a nice little pocket here in Puritas of these like ranch style homes, 2 and 3 bedroom homes. They're on a slab. They're nice. They're easy. They do have some decent sized yards. The parcels over there can be really nice, but they're very low maintenance, very cute little homes that can rent for $1,000, $1,100 a pop. You'll see here on the numbers, the average rent for a 3-bed, 1.5 bath over here the last year is $1,200. For this nice little pocket, I'd really like for you guys to pay attention to these nice little ranches on slabs. I think they're an easy, a cool $1,000 to $1,100 a month, and you'll always have tenants because you're right off of 480. You're just north of 480. You're right off of 71. The location is absolutely outstanding, and this would be great for a first-time investor, and even for somebody who wanted to maybe buy their first home, right? Like first-time home buyer, and then have that in their portfolio to rent out in a couple of years when you move out to the suburbs. Perfect opportunity. I'm Puritas all day. Go take a look at it and take advantage of it. All right, last but not least is kind of our outlier, more of our lottery ticket type, but something that investors on the west side of Cleveland should really be paying attention to, and we'll tell you why, is a little area called Clark-Fulton. Now, Clark-Fulton sits just north of Old Brooklyn, which is obviously one of our favorites. Most everybody who knows the west side of Cleveland knows Tremont, and everybody that goes to Tremont for the food, music, the culture, it's right there. Now, look, these numbers aren't too impressive if you look at the historicals, but there's some things going on over there that you want to pay attention to that I think might dramatically increase these rents and overall property values. Really quick, just to kind of look at the numbers here, like you see about 980 average rent per month, which is significantly lesser than all the other areas that we've talked about. But why we think that's poised for growth, there's a huge, the Metro Hospital expansion, it's happening. My buddy works there, he's in purchasing, he said it is doing wonders for that area. And we're already seeing some spillover from some of the neighboring communities into this area for the employees that are working in this particular hospital system that are really going to benefit this community a lot. You've obviously got Tremont. It's still close to all of the major highways, accessibility. You're closer to downtown. So the property values are still significantly lower than a lot of these other areas. So we really want you to pay attention to this one. It might take a little bit for those numbers to creep up, but for those of you that hold and wait, you might be benefiting a lot from this video. You'll be thanking us about 10, 15 years when this thing really takes off. So we love Clark-Fulton as a long shot opportunity. Okay, so there it is. There's our list of west side of Cleveland opportunities to invest. Look, there are plenty of others. Sure, we could do a 3-hour video on where to invest in Cleveland. It's such a great opportunity here. We just wanted to show you a few that are really worth keeping an eye on and that you should be keeping an eye on too. So listen, this is video 1 of our Investing in the Land series. We're super excited about putting out this series of videos that's going to help you from an education standpoint and help you with strategy, really get you building out that portfolio here in Cleveland, the city that we love so much. So please make sure to subscribe, share the video with your friends or other people that are looking to invest. Give us a like. We're thankful for everybody that's done that thus far. And as always, our information is below, so please make sure to give us a call when you're ready to buy, sell, or invest in your great house. Have a great day.